Hi guys, Chuck and Glenn from the Lighting Lab. Special guest Vince Noletti from Page Wire, and we've got a scoop for you guys today. Something new. I don't think anybody knows about it yet, so get ready.
Okay, so what we're going to talk about here is astronomic timers, and what astronomic timers are this. When you program the timer, you enter the information there on the date and the time, but in addition to that, the timer asks you, where are you? So it would say, I'm in North Florida. Once you enter that information, the timer calculates sunrise and sunset for every day of the year from here on. So we've had this timer here made by Intermatic, the DT620, which has been very, very popular for this application because the alternative to this is to use a mechanical timer in conjunction with a photocell so that you turn on the timer, you wait for the photocell to say it's okay now to turn on the lights, and then you turn it off with the timer. With astronomic timers like this, you don't need a photocell, so it's just one component instead of a timer and a photocell to potentially fail. So it becomes more reliable, and it's one of those things that after you program this, you just forget it because it'll just keep doing the job over and over again. It adjusts for daylight saving times, it adjusts for the changes in sunrise and sunset every day, and life becomes very, very easy. And for those the contractors, it really eliminates a lot of the callbacks because, you know, when you get some people that don't understand, they'll call them back sometimes for even, you know, reset the timer because they lost power for an hour and they got to go reset the little mechanical timer.
Right.
So this timer was a bit complicated because it had 20 programs and, you know, fairly complicated to program. So we have now a new timer that was actually designed for the landscape industry, the landscape lighting industry. The 620 is actually an indoor timer, and you're really not supposed to put it inside of a transformer because the temperature is very, very high, and when you put it in high temperature, the reliability of the product decreases and the life decreases. So this new timer you see as a black plastic. It's a higher temperature material. The internal components have higher temperature characteristics, and it is now UL listed for installation inside a low voltage lighting transformer. It also has better accuracy. This timer used to have an accuracy of 1 second per 10 days, and this one now has 1 second for 45 days. So it's more accurate, and you don't have to fool around with it as before. Both have a backup battery that is good for 90 days. And so this is going to be simpler to program in that it only has one start and one stop. The start is either a specific time that you want the lights to come on or sunset, and the stop is either a specific time that you want to turn the lights off or sunrise.
That's going to be the big feature because this, as great as it is very confusing for some of you guys and myself. I mean, he can figure it out, but that one simplified, just simplified.
Now, we know, because you and I have discussed it, all the pluses here. By the way, was this developed for Page specifically?
No. It is an Intermatic product, and we are their biggest customer because our specialty is landscape and irrigation and lighting, but they will sell it to others.
Now, there's a downside to this. You and I talked about small downside.
The price. It's a little more expensive, and these fellas will tell you what that price is. It's not huge when you look at the You know, when you look at the cost of a system, you're talking about a few dollars more.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal.
It's minimal.
It's a minimal issue.
Guys, rather than get into it here, call us for pricing, because we're still in the negotiation stages with Vince here on this, but, we'll have them available. It will simplify some things and maybe, increase your reliability if you're using the DT 620 now. So, we're glad that Vince brought it to us. He's got the first one, we had heard about it, but the first one we've ever seen, and, clearly it's a distinct color difference, so, look forward to it.
Good.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.